I'm Mel the newbie.
I'm Jerry the aficionado.
And this is Keeping It Real.
Hi.
With Mel and Jer. And apparently Mbop is our new entry music.
Yeah. I couldn't find the instrumentals. We might get fucking sued.
Probably not. But,
we have a special guest. He just ran and hid in the bathroom.
He's running away from the 1997 smash hit. We have our friend Brian, a.k.a. B. But this week, hey, happy 4th of July for all of our American buddies. And we are trying all American whiskeys this week.
Fireworks. And that weird sound effect.
We have, most of the stuff this week is from Michter's, a personal favorite of the aficionado. And
these are what we call our American homies.
Yes. Got the two that we've managed to find here in Ontario from High West. We know there's lots more out there, but it's what we got so far. And finishing out the week with a, I think, particularly imagery appropriate entry.
Just so all y'all know, we got ribs cooking, steaks marinated. Gonna be one of them good American Sundays.
Yeah, we're having a proper cookout here, but
footy on TV.
Finishing off the week with Eagle Rare. So, good old American Eagle flying across the sky. All right, so B's back.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
B spent some time down here in the 519, but has been in the GTA, the Greater Toronto area, of late. For like the last decades or the last 20 years, but he always finds time to come back down to visit us. All right, so first up we have the Michter's Small Batch American whiskey. So,
come on, Spotify.
First, Michter's Small Batch American whiskey. We managed to find this one a couple of months ago. Back in the special whiskey cabinet at the LCBO.
You did. I found it a couple years ago and was like, I have to hide this from all my friends who don't like whiskey and share this with all my friends who remotely say they like whiskey so I can feel important.
It's definitely a woody one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they don't say it's rye, they don't say it's bourbon. It's just unblended American whiskey. Definitely a little bit of vanilla. That toasty flavor. No? First impressions, Jer?
My nose is deckard.
Oh, for God's... Well, then let B try it.
I think I said this this afternoon in Claritin.
A little bit of nuttiness on the finish, I think.
Smelled like alcohol.
It smells like alcohol. Well, yeah, I mean...
The moral of the story, kids, is don't get hit in the nose a lot when you're young.
It's 41.7%.
I thought it would taste like
You think it's a little bit hotter than that?
What? No.
No?
So I can tell you what it tastes like, though.
What's it taste like?
My tongue works spectacular. Check my wiki links.
Jeebus.
With the book.
B's gonna have a look at the flavor
it's got
profile.
Very, like almost new woody.
Yeah.
Taste to it.
There's some new wood there.
Yeah. And
Oh, the wood.
yeah, that's definitely it.
Jer's making wood jokes to absolutely no one's surprise.
I was giggling earlier at Woody, but yeah.
Yeah, but
Definitely
time
some
out
of
this. Like, I'm sure it's wicked good on the nose if I can smell
it is
things
very nice on the nose.
other than like bad farts and sewer lines.
Oh God.
But like the taste, that takes me back to like an old barn wood shop. That early morning, like
it's a little leafy too, I would say.
Yeah.
early morning wood shop. Suckers,
There you go.
fight me.
Take it back to high school.
No, not like high school wood shop. That's more
okay.
like disappointment and sawdust. I mean, like
Definitely not very fruity.
No, not terribly
not
fruity. This guy.
No. There's not a lot of fruits in Americas.
No.
Not this part of America.
Everyone in the
doesn't-
orange grows and
Yeah,
is just crying at the
doesn't
moment.
Produce most of the fruits everybody eats. But
No.
California doesn't really count as America anyway.
Yeah, you just
I could spend all day on that.
Yes, fair enough.
friends why.
So I'm on to the sour mash.
Good for you.
God. And yeah, it does smell a bit sour. I got a bit of a limey,
Don't make fun of me,
citrusy.
English.
Oi.
Oh, lime the fruit.
Mm-hmm.
The low-hanging
Blimey.
vegetable.
It's wood there too. So I mean, sour mash whiskey, most people think of Jack Daniels.
So with this one, I always tell people, "Hey, do you like Jack Daniels?" And they're like, "I love Jack Daniels." And I'm like, "Well, this is expensive Jack Daniels, so you're not getting it." But basically, this is like, if you've ever rocked Jack Daniels single barrel, like this is what like good Jack Daniels wants to be.
Yeah.
Without being like, "Oh, I fucking gotta listen to my Michters." Like, no, this is super good. Like, if you've ever actually sipped like a higher end Jack, this will take you back to like a college day, like the back in your days.
We did. We put this up blind tasting next to Gentleman Jack, and to me, the Michter Sour Mash won out.
Mm-hmm.
No problem.
Definitely got that
It's
sour
smooth. It's got the sour nose. It's got the
the sour
the oak
mash,
again. The
new oak.
Yep. And then the finish, I got a bit of like a yeasty,
I
which
get
I
that.
love. I
that's
mean,
very
I'm a
nice.
good Italian. I love bread.
It's
that
almost
yeasty
bready.
smell.
Yeah, like I was
Time
gonna
out.
say.
Does anybody else notice almost like a weird seaweedy flavor in the aftertaste? Not weird, but like a little bit of a seaweed flavor in the aftertaste. Is that not even a tasting note? It's just something I'm
that's a thing.
noticing. There's
That's
paper
absolutely
thing your
a
daughter
thing.
made me try.
No,
Notice that?
definitely.
You ever have those seaweed crackers?
No,
Yeah.
that I have not.
Or like the
I
nori
have,
sheets.
Yeah, the nori sheets, the things your daughter had. And I was like, what do
My
you eat?
5-year-old eats nori like
Yeah.
man's business.
Very like.
Yeah, I
very
kicked out of Boy Scouts for eating a brownie.
kind of. It's almost heavy. If you could
It is
say
a little bit heavy. Like this is not. I wouldn't call this a great summer sipper.
that. No. Not
This is
something that you
lovely in
want.
the fall.
No.
Yes, it would be very
Fall,
nice,
winter.
like going into fall. Not cold outside, but getting there.
Getting there. Well, on to the bourbon.
On to my after shoveling the fucking snow in the cold drink. Michter's bourbon.
No, you don't get snow.
Everybody else is like reaching for it. I'm gonna taste it. No, this is my jam.
All right. You go in first with the bourbon.
Smells like bourbon.
No,
Mostly
the
'cause my
bourbon
nose don't work
smells
for
like
shit.
bourbon.
Who'd
No,
have
you
thunk?
have your all your traditional bourbon notes. There's nothing like stupendous that stands out.
Yeah.
There's nothing that jumps out of this glass to me, anyways. But also, I have allergies, and it's like 100-mile-an-hour winds outside,
So they're not doing well.
I couldn't fucking sneak up on a skunk to save my life. That being said, on the
What does
taste,
that even mean? What does that even mean?
kind
Can't
of like
sneak
fuck
him.
him if he can't ride a horse that won't sing and ride backwards.
For God's sake.
Or else I would-
I'm getting a hint of charred barrel.
Yep.
I'm getting. It's a heavier rye noted bourbon, but still, it's good. It's like a very good bourbon. It's got a little bit of kick to it, which I
Yeah.
like because it's a bourbon.
Definitely
Yeah,
got some
definitely
spices
got-
in there.
Got the bourbon spiciness.
It's got that like
A little bit of pepper on the
not
palate,
a
I think.
gentle reach around, but it'll reach around.
Yes.
I don't see reach around in my common descriptions of whiskey notes. But it's a little bit. I got a little bit of dried fruit in there too.
Yeah.
A little bit of like a raisin fig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little, almost chocolatey.
Okay.
Almost.
I
Not quite there though.
not quite. You know what?
It's not like sweet.
Kind of reminds me of like if we want to talk chocolatey. A little
Talking
bit like
chocolatey here.
Nestle Quick chocolate syrup without the sweetness.
Yes, exactly. Like it's
There you
almost
go.
like a dark chocolate. Like
Yeah,
Like-
the bitter dark chocolate.
yeah, a little
Okay.
bitter. That's
Delish.
a very good word.
All right,
Delish.
moving on up
Okay, this one is going to take us in a
to the high west.
completely
All right, Brian,
different
you're gonna
direction
helm the
here.
ship in this motherfucker.
Oh.
No, take a swig of water first, my friend.
fair
Oh yeah,
enough, fair
we're gonna
enough.
want to.
Cleanse that
Yeah,
palate. Cleanse that
it.
palate.
Next
it's like
up we-
showering between dates right now.
You shower between dates?
Yes, I'm a gentleman and a scholar.
Ah.
That is
Next
hot
up,
pizza under
I'm
that
aware it's
tinfoil.
hot pizza. I got you. So next up
That's
is
the fucking dochi, my friend.
High West Campfire whiskey.
Very high west.
So we've had both of the. We've both had this.
Mm.
Don't
What's
read
it
the
called?
notes. It's called
High West
Campfire.
Campfire.
Yeah.
All right.
made with. I'm not going to tell you made with what. I want your impressions because this one.
That's a fair name.
Yeah.
It's got very hints of what a campfire might smell like.
Yeah, very smoky.
On the nose. It's smoky. That's the word.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
This one, I was looking at him back, thinking about him backwards.
Daryl loves
very
this one.
Smoky.
Yeah.
Very, very smoky. Almost tastes like it was exposed to smoke.
Yeah. So this is actually made with straight rye whiskey, straight bourbon whiskey, and blended malt Scotch whiskey.
Yeah, that's where that smokiness comes from.
Yeah,
is the Scotch.
yeah.
Sure.
To me, it comes up and slaps you in the face. And I am not the biggest Scotch drinker.
I really don't like a peaty Scotch.
Yeah, same.
Like this doesn't taste like a peaty Scotch, but it adds that smoky flavor to it.
Oh, smoky bourbon.
It's not terrible. I really like it.
I get flashbacks of like when my mother-in-law burns the crescent rolls at Thanksgiving.
It definitely has a very
smoke
old...
and bread.
See, now I feel also subjectively next summer if we were to have like I told you to buy a smoker. So next summer,
very
like
dry
if you're
finish.
down, we'll go
you
over
could
there
put
in
the
the
smoke
morning.
in the glass.
Yeah.
No, but not only that. Actually, we did that when Numbnuts came down.
Yeah.
We smoked some cheddar and stuff.
Oh, very nice.
So, when Daryl and Mel decided to let me buy a smoker and leave it in their backyard in quarantine, like grown zone, grown zone, I'm just gonna build a fence. I'm gonna pave the other side of the house.
Fair enough.
I want my own backyard in their backyard.
Yeah, this is my backyard. It's actually yours, but I'm gonna use it.
Oh shit, we're recording.
Jeremy has.
There's pizza here.
I can cut that out. I can edit.
Why cut it out? The people want to hear me ramble.
Do they?
I doubt that they do. If
Your legions of fans.
if we get like off topic, we probably
One of
should.
our likes.
It's all good.
If we get off topic, we're
but
talking about landscaping on our whiskey channel.
Yeah.
Go on, Brian.
Well, that was very, very, very smoky.
Very smoky. I mean, it's well named.
Yeah, like it's a very fitting name.
Very fitting name. Very fitting for summer. Very fitting for American week.
It's not very heavy. It's a light, but it smacks
it's
you
not
in the
very
face
heavy,
with the. It does smack you in the face with the smoke.
Yeah, I find the finish very dry, which reminds me of very dry red wines, which I am also not the biggest fan of.
Also not a fan of.
Yeah,
dry
but this
red
is.
wine.
I mean, if you are in a group and people like rye, bourbon, and Scotch, there's something here for everybody.
Yeah.
Here,
absolutely.
let me put my best opinion on this. If you buy this and it doesn't suit you, hang on to it. Somebody will fall in love with it.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
And that will be their holy grail.
Like
bottle
that's
at
a
some
very.
point.
Somebody's gonna have that as their go-to.
yeah.
Somebody, that's going to be somebody's. Hey, check out my jam,
Yeah.
right?
But
Absolutely.
we've got another
Even
High
if
West.
it's not yours, it is worth a try. I totally recommend
New High West.
anything by High West.
Got another High West. This is their bourbon.
American Prairie Bourbon.
American Prairie Bourbon.
Prairie
So is it going to
America.
taste like antelope or?
Well, you tell us.
Antelope's American.
Do you get antelope on the nose, Brian?
Absolutely not.
No.
But very nice on the nose. It's
It's got
Wanna see
almost
if it's hot
a
enough.
white wine sort of smell. to
yeah.
it.
There's that like grapey.
Yes, very fruity.
We got some Windsor pizza here in the background.
By that we mean the best pizza ever.
In the world.
Fighting.
Literally.
We're gonna once this summer.
This is why I come down, is for the pizza. No really other reason.
Oh yeah, Burlington in the house. What's your area code?
Oh, 905.
905.
Screw the 905. I like the 416. One day I'll get back there.
There we go.
So, whiskey channel that I do watch a whole bunch is actually called Whiskey in the Six.
Nice.
Yeah.
And if you're enjoying podcasting with us, I suggest you give them a sub.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not that I'm trying to base what we're doing off them, but man, if you guys want to collab, get at me at Pyro Perry.
It's a little husky, this one.
Little husky.
Yeah.
The corn.
Is this it?
Yeah.
I
Get
was
some
paying
corn.
attention to where you put
Yeah,
this
this is
down.
it.
Yeah.
Go for it.
A little hay-like.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Damn. See, on the nose, again, allergy season. But I
Hay
do get
fever.
I get that hay fever. Shout out to your Pride Month.
Pride Month. Yes, even though we're doing this for July 4th week.
All right,
we're
we
recording
are still
June.
in Pride Month.
I get a little bit. I don't think it's just left over from the campfire. There's a little smoky note
Yes.
in the American Prairie bourbon as well.
Sure.
I'm not mad about it.
There's less so.
The last Michters we have on the docket, the last in the collection.
Friday.
Hashtag Friday. Friday Rye Day. We have the Michter's Straight Rye.
US
I didn't-
one.
I didn't think I liked rye until we bought the Sazerac, and I took a sip and I was like, holy crap, I like rye. So,
Big fan of the Canadian rye.
Well, this
this
is
one?
sweeter than bourbon brown elixir.
this is
Yeah.
single barrel Kentucky straight rye. Immediately on the palate, I get brown sugar, and I'm loving it. Not a super long finish. You get that. This one is not as spicy as some of the other ryes. Softer on the cinnamon cloves notes.
Very rye on the
Yeah.
on the nose. Like
Smells like a rye.
the sweetness that you get with the rye.
I
There we
don't understand. Well, I'm sure there's a good reason, but it seems to me that color coding wise, everybody picks green
Yes.
for their rye. That has to be a thing.
Yeah, there's got to be.
I don't know
reason
why
for
it's a
that.
thing, but it's a
I'm
thing.
guessing, guy.
Yeah, like our
The
rye.
rye-
Wheat is yellow. Rye barley is actually green.
Like a greenish
I guess.
tint to the grain, I would guess.
But like,
Well, I don't know this for
Corn is
sure. I'm sure I could
also
Google
yellow.
it, but I don't care enough.
yeah. Well, I'll Google it at some point. But green is my favorite
I
color.
would listen to Jeremy.
Very nice rye.
Yep.
Very sweet. I like it.
Mm.
It's not fruity sweet,
like
but
sounding
it's definitely sweet.
Yeah. I got that molassesy.
Yes, the molasses, the brown sugar. Very nice.
Yep. That raw sugar kind of. And not I mean, I don't think of it as candy sweet.
Tastes like a very nice,
Like a
Crown
cinnamon
Royal.
bun or a sticky bun.
Yeah.
Or some people would call it a Chelsea bun, depending on where you're
Man,
coming from.
so
You used to have a baking block. Now it's whiskey.
if you're looking for a fantastic rye,
Uh-huh.
try
is
this.
it?
Yeah, try this one.
Really anything by Michter's.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to sound like a fanboy because I totally fucking am. But
Yeah, but every time Michter's comments on our posts, we get a little excited. We're not
I
gonna lie.
screenshot it, touch myself in the porta john.
Oh, for God's sake. Last up, we have the American symbolism, Eagle Rare, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, which I have never found at the LCBO in stock. So luckily,
Or even out of stock.
or even at well, they have it on their website. It's just never in stock. But luckily,
Blasphemous!
I work in Detroit. I managed to pick up a second bottle because we were like, this is too good to, make it precious and not drink it.
This is what I wish sex tasted like.
Damn. Well,
Well, then.
if that isn't an endorsement, I don't know what is.
Very
It's
nice.
it's not as sweet as the other bourbons that we've had on the list here. And I get
But more fruity somehow.
a little bit more fruity. I get a little bit of like that kind of it's in the fruity category, but more of that solvent
Yeah.
flavor, a bit of citrus.
Yeah, well.
One of our favorite whiskey bloggers, who is it? The Bourbon, what are they called? Bourbon Night?
Oh, the Steven Sarah or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bourbon Night.
They always find
Sean and
they always
Sarah.
find a great note in anything from the Buffalo Trace Distillery.
Nice.
And yeah, I buy that. I buy like a white grape note there. Little bit of spice. Like if I had this blind and you just asked me what category this
Walk
fits
across
into,
the road.
I would potentially call this it could be a rye.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very
Right.
rye. Very rye-like.
Thoughts on the Eagle Rare Jar?
Is this what?
Yeah, that's
What's
it.
up?
Give it up.
Oh, Eagle Rare, you vixen. You vixen of COVID illegal border crossings, you.
Not illegal. Just border
Hey,
crossing.
I am essential.
Yes.
So am I. I just can't go across the border.
It's not essential
are
that you go
essential.
across the border.
You're an essential person. Unfortunately, your travel.
Oh, it's good.
That's good.
Try this
Flush
out.
out those thoughts. Flush them out.
Oh, perfect.
I like the, it's got more of a corn than a wheat rye note to it, which I like. It steers away from the whole rye genre we've kind of been following, because Michter's, I find, is a more heavier rye blended company.
Definitely.
This is way more corn and barley, which muy fantastico. Taste muy bueno. But definitely Michter's and Buffalo Trace. Different ends.
Yeah.
Different ends of the spectrum, just as how they rock.
Different approaches to a bourbon.
Nice.
I like this
It was a
one.
nice walk through
Some charred
American
barrel
whiskeys there.
in there.
And the different types of whiskey.
Oh, I
as
know.
well.
This is some like zero fucking around.
Yeah, no, it's it. Like, I'm not as versed with whiskey as you guys, but like all of them are very nice. This is very different as well.
Yeah. And final thoughts, any one of these would be a stellar.
Yeah, like there's not a dud in there.
No, if you're looking for I found this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, like you see it on the shelf, maybe pick it up.
I hope this kind of helps. But
And especially if you're in Windsor, especially if you're in Ontario, these bottles don't come around that often.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, when you see 10
snap
of
'em
them
up.
on the shelf, there will be one the next morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've seen that happen.
Yep.
So definitely
We just
worth
had
a
a
go.
3-hour, no, not even. I stopped in at the liquor store at, I want to say it was noon. They open on a Sunday, they open at 11? Because we looked it up today.
Yeah.
There was 3 shelves of Weller gone.
Yeah. Wow.
There
I
was
was
a
so
lineup.
sad.
I drove by in the morning and I'm like, why is there a lineup to get into the liquor store?
Yeah.
I thought it opened early. No, there's just people waiting for Weller. I'm going to tell you for free. Eagle Rare is made by the same people.
Yep. You still can't find it here though, so
Who fucking cares?
at least you can find Buffalo Trace here pretty readily.
Yeah.
Unlike some places in the States where you can't
Actually,
even find that.
I ain't trying to throw shade. If you're looking for some Weller, pick up yourself a bottle of Larceny, and you're welcome.
Yeah. Larceny you can usually find on the shelves around here.
Larceny is your weeded bourbon of the year.
Yeah.
Every year.
And we'll be getting to that later
Because
in
I'll have to
summer.
wait in line for it. Fuck you, Weller.
Yeah. Supply and demand, man.
Love you, bourbon. Love you, Buffalo Trace. Love you, Eagle Rare. Love you, Colonel E. Taylor. Love you, Stag. Love you, Stag Jr. I'm over.
You love a lot of people.
I love all the Buffalo Trace products. I'm just over the Weller stuff. I've had Weller, and it's great. It really is. It's just,
The hunt, though, I mean,
I ain't
at
waiting
some
in
point, it becomes
not,
ridiculous.
you know what I mean? And in Canada, it's like...
In Canada, there's only
now
so
it's
much
like
you can do.
It's an investment thing. People buy them just to put them on secondary. And I don't want to play... I'm not in it
We're not
to
playing
make
that
money.
game.
I'm in it because I like trying good whiskey and
Yeah,
enjoying
absolutely.
the out of my life.
And on that note, I think we'll wrap up week 3.
Enjoy your Sunday. Have a fun day.
Have a good
Yeah.
night.
Take it easy.
Even though this is going to drop on a Whiskey Wednesday, we hope you enjoy your entire week. Happy 4th of
Happy
July.
Hump Day, I guess.
Oh, happy America Day to all my Americanos. All the fireworks
Our
to
day was
you and your
first.
families.
Well, not really, but yeah.
Our day was first, but 100 years later.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
Bye.